Hey YouTube, again, this is Sandra back again with another YouTube video with Black Knight Studios. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel to follow my journey as a comic book artist. If you want to look at my artwork, please do. This week was kind of chill. Nothing too crazy. I've still yet to complete the story. I literally took 2 days off. I kind of hit a slump as far as writing every day. Well, just catching up with friends and stuff. Nothing too crazy. So I just kind of had that done. And I guess I feel like I have like about maybe 2 or 3 pages left to write. Like as far as not like to write. I'm not writing a novel like pages to write, but more as in the fact if this was like the manga. So I'm definitely at the closing end. I'm just writing the action sequence right now. It's a little challenging, but I don't know. I'm kind of feel like I'm getting somewhere with it. It's, whatever. I'm currently at the park at my usual recording spot. Nothing crazy. Unfortunately, the weather is starting to get cooler here as of recording here. We're in October already, and I'm wearing my little puffer jacket here. I was wearing thermals today at work because it's cold. Well, it's getting cold. It's only 60 degrees, so it's not too bad. Going cycling in this time of year or running is not bad. I usually put on something, but I am not looking for, like I said, not looking forward to the winter or anything like that. And I am beat, as far as recording for the end of the week. I just still have to get the story written, and I feel like I've been dragging it this week, and the progress is a little slow. I'm going to have a busy month. I have a lot of friends and family that have birthdays in October. So, that's going to be kind of a busy month this month. So, yeah. And as far as next step is obviously to design the characters or finish designing them, get Norton and Moline designed. So I already, like I was talking about in my previous week or so of the videos where they will be like, oh, I got this. I figured out with a little bit of help from AI. Yes, I use AI. I'm not going to cheat. I am cheating. I'm getting myself a little shortcut here. But yeah, the nice little cool breeze. I'm just exhausted. Like, I am tired. And I do want to do a fun illustration. So I have illustrated Billy. He's going to be brought back for this illustration piece. Like when I look a lot at like Ichiro Oda's or Masashi Kishimoto's stuff I grew up on, I would see like these very vibrant illustrations of like Naruto or One Piece. So they always have all the like very colorful illustration, very expressive. I know Masashi Kishimoto is really known for like a bird's eye view, like the four point perspective, really. Fisheye lens. A lot of Kim Jong-Ji would draw that with his as well. And then One Piece has a lot of like colorful illustrations, very dynamic and colorful. So I don't know, I want to try and mimic a lot of those. So I have come up with this. I just have it in a thumbnail sketch so far. I will show it to you later in the video when I get home. Oh, some sirens, but yeah. So I want to do like this very fun illustration where Billy has like this big ass mouth. He's like, oh, mama. A little crossover with the dead. I don't know, like kind of give like fall warm colors to it. I'll illustrate that in next coming weeks. I feel like that'll be my next thing to do. Take a little break from Grimm, I guess, and then just do a little like illustration probably, which I don't think will take me long. I feel like it won't take me super duper long, but I feel like, I should be, like have a Thanksgiving feast. I want to draw something that's fun. So the character designs. I think I'm going to take like a basic design, like a striped shirt of Norton. I'm not going to do like anything too super crazy. I'm just going to have my models, like my model sheet, just get the character designs. Maybe draw some expression sheets as well so I could get that down. I think I will draw a couple of those and just draw him from like different angles and all that fun stuff. Oh yeah, it's actually a really nice day for a nap. I'm like, no cycling or running today. I did like 6 miles yesterday. As far as cycling goes, I'm taking a little breather, but I will be cycling again tomorrow. But at least it's not raining right now. It's unfortunately gotten cooler, and it's only going to go downhill from here for the winter until next May. Like, we don't really have fall or spring here in Chicago. It's just that we have fall, spring, and fall. We have either winter or summer here. There's no seasons here in Chicago. Yeah. So, you know, it's not my thing, you know. Just one day, my childhood dream was to, you know, live in a warm climate. And, you know, one day I hope I can, you know, achieve that. You know, hopefully I will be able to, you know, live someplace warm for now or be a snowbird later down the road. We'll see what I can do. But yeah, I mean, I just gotta keep myself warm now as winter and fall are coming. I know, I guess I rant a lot about the weather here. I just talk about it. I don't know. I guess Grimm is the perfect example of coming out during the fall. Like, it's not coming out in the fall, but I think I have this theme for Thanksgiving. I don't know. Anyways, so I feel like I've rambled on for the week too much. I don't, you know, I guess the progress for this week was more laid back. You know, I'd still try to sit down and draw, like, still write. I didn't even draw a whole bunch this week since it's been a couple days, so. But for this week, this is it for this week, and I shall see you all next week. Yo, what's up, guys? Just want to show you all this little illustration work in progress. I know over here I will be sketching out the goons, like staring at him. It's a little work in progress of like just a quick thumbnail sketch. I'm thinking of a fancy dinner here, and you know, Billy's super excited. I actually like how I drew his, you know, his expression. Cole is just this elegant little gentleman. He's like, you know, he's like, this is good. Even though he can't technically eat anything, as he's just a blob. You know, he's just somebody who's, you know, like, you know, he can't eat. He's a spirit. Spirits can't eat. He could go through. You know, he has a skull taking on the form. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think maybe I'll draw Billy's mom here. I haven't decided on that section yet, but I'm gonna draw this fun little illustration. And I don't know, like looking at composition from like Norman Rockwell or Andrew Loomis has been a big inspiration too. I've been a big fan of like Norman Rockwell, his, you know, looking at his composition of him. So it's been pretty cool. I don't know, I want to do something that's kind of fun and vibrant, you know, but cartoony at the same time. Over here, yeah, I did the study of a 360 curvilinear perspective study. Yeah, still trying to figure out the color, you know, it's got the perspective, had like 5 different, you know, points of him. Yeah, I kind of like the blending of it, you know, get the lighting. I don't know, I don't know, getting the right watercolors is really hard. I do like the vibrance here. The colors are pretty good here. But I feel like they're very dull though. I don't know, it's not too bad. I mean, it was a kind of a dull photograph that I referenced, so it's not like it was anything too bad. Doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Did some pen and ink with it, sketched it out, did it all freehand. It's pretty cool, you know. I want to really play around and get some really cool perspectives. People always say my drawings look three-dimensional and everything, so I figured, oh, why not just do something, you know, get better with perspective. So I don't know, just did the study. I know I'm rambling on, but I like to talk about it, like the color usage of it. I decided to go with like yellowish, you know, like warm colors. There's some cool colors in here. I don't know. I think I actually like how the work turned out. I used my little G pen on this, playing around with obviously the watercolors. Kind of like how the study turned out overall. I am pretty satisfied with the product here. Now I gotta get to writing. And we have come to the end of Grimm. For the script, I mean, at least. I'll be able to storyboard and do the character designs, finish them up. I finally did it. I'm tired, but I did it. I'm so proud of myself.